All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel with another video with your host, the Spanish Master. Welcome back to another one. I'm the Spanish Master, aka Jason, your guide to going from zero to Spanish conventional mastery. So today we're going to dive into 5 reasons why learning Spanish isn't just a skill, it's actually a superpower, specifically now and 2025 and beyond. So stick around until the end. I'll share some tips on how you can join the Zero to Mastery Conventional Spanish for Adults program and start speaking confidently um, in the matter of like month, no years. Okay. So why learning Spanish? Let's start with a couple of reasons here. I have 5 reasons. 5 reasons. So the first one here is Spanish is the second. Listen to that. The second. No, the first. Well, but the second most spoken native language in the whole entire world. So think about that. So data says that more than. And let me pull up this so you guys can see here. I'm going to share up my screen so you can see the information here. I put together a PowerPoint presentation so you can kind of see exactly what I'm trying to kind of share with all of you here. Just a moment here. You're going to be surprised with all this information, okay? I think it's super relevant. It's super important. It is super important. So yeah, so this is the PowerPoint I put together for you all guys, so you guys can at least have the opportunity to kind of, as I'm talking, you can kind of see have some visual. Actually learn English like by looking at things and listening and reading, and so I'm a visual kind of type of person when it comes to learning or acquiring a different language. So hopefully that can help you out a little bit too. So let's start off by saying let's 5 reasons why you should learn Spanish. Okay, so let's dive into. This is just like the this is just like the welcoming, and I already talked to you all guys about who I am. So I'm the Spanish master. Your guide to going from zero to conventional Spanish mastery. I keep saying that, but that's who I am, and I'm here to help you out. More than 10 years of experience teaching Spanish. Master's in Spanish education, as well as a bachelor's degree in Spanish too, as well. And today's mission is basically discovering the top 5 reasons why Spanish is a secret weapon to like excel and be successful in 2025 and beyond. So stick around until the end, so I can talk to you about the Zero to Mastery program. So you can kind of join the community and start like just learning Spanish. Okay, so here's the first reason: Spanish ruled the whole entire globe, and here's why. So 493 million native speakers, making Spanish the second most spoken native language in the whole entire world. So 21 official countries speak Spanish, from Spain to Mexico, from Argentina to Colombia. So we got a lot of different places here. So as you can see here, I don't know if you can see that my mouse is like moving here. Here we get obviously the United States, right? I don't know if you can see that. Let me haste the map so you guys can be able to see that. My computer's like running a little bit slow here, but bear with me. So yeah, so the second most spoken native language in worldwide. It's amazing. So as you can see here, we got it like in the Caribbean, we have different countries that speak Spanish, including Puerto Rico. We got Cuba, Dominican Republic. Let me go back so you can kind of see. It's hard to see because the picture is like super small, but later on, what I'm gonna do, we're gonna go out and go on Google, so I can kind of like gonna type 21 countries that speak Spanish, so you guys can be aware of that. Um, let me see here quick. Um, all right, so here we have, this is the third online language most used over the internet after English and Chinese. So we get in the internet, the most spoken language so far is like English and then Chinese, and then we get Spanish. But overall is, the second most, like, second spoken Latin, like native language spoken. That's kind of amazing. That's gonna blow my mind. All right, here's like a little quote that I kind of put like together within the PowerPoint. Just imagine like landing in Madrid or Mexico and ordering food, asking for directions, or making friends without switching to English. That's what we call freedom. So that's kind of cool. All right, let's go for the second reason. The second reason. So by the way, I didn't talk about that, but obviously, if it's the second most spoken native speaker language, it means that you can have more connections, more relationships, more friends. You can get to know the people cultures though. Like, I think it's really, really, really important. Okay, let's go back to the second. So career wise, you can be more marketable. Is most in demand skills. So Spanish top jobs posting requires on Indeed and LinkedIn across multiple industries. So think about that. If you have a position and you're like a recruiter that is trying to look for someone to look for a company, let's see for John Deere perhaps, right? And we got a person here that have all the qualifications, and you have another one that have all the qualification plus no Spanish. This is a bilingual person, speaks Spanish and English. Which one would you pick? Right? Obviously, like it's not a hard choice because you're gonna pick the person who, you know, have the ability to speak with another language because he can connect with more people. So a growing marker. It says like over 42 million Americans speak Spanish at home. Businesses, it says here, businesses can ignore the mainstream market. So you can actually get more income. It says bilingual professionals earn 5 to 20% more with faster hiring rates, like in healthcare, business, and education. I can tell you though, as a Spanish teacher, so Spanish teachers are really hard to find. So whenever an institution or district school has Spanish teachers, are trying to keep them because it's hard to find, right? Like for example, if you're a world language and ELL coordinator, perhaps, right? You're gonna try to kind of keep this person happy in their position because it's hard to come by. So yeah, quite interesting. So third reason, and I think this is one of the most entertaining one because it talks about local entertaining goal. Spanish music dominates the whole industry right now. For example, artists like Bad Bunny, Shakira, Rosalia, they actually are. I mean, you think about that series in Netflix too as well, like Money Heist, and like Narcos and things like that. Those are one of the most like watched shows, and nowadays like the teenagers are like listening too much like Hispanic music because there's a lot of influence, right? Um, and imagine seeing alone your favorite song in Spanish watching Netflix without subtitles. That's the next levels of enjoyment because you can kind of actually get the whole thing. So you don't have to like translate or nothing like that. So quite interesting, quite interesting. Um, let that sink for a second and think about how cool would that be um, if you are just watching the shows and you don't have to actually depend um, in subtitles because sometimes people get very like, well, I can't understand what it's saying, so I'm gonna put the subtitles. But if you understand what's going on, the music and all that, it can be very beneficial. Okay, so let's go to the fourth: boost your brain and travel game. So connectivity is part of the superpower, man. Yeah, study how bilingualism boosts your memory and problem solving. So a study have shown a study has shown that the more you know different languages, uh, the best your brain can function, right? Um, they keep saying that if you know all the language, it help you to kind of delay dementia, and I think it's like super cool. Imagine like you like using all part of your brains. So kind of cool. Another thing that talked about here in this PowerPoint presentation is like authentic travel. So you can connect directly with the locals, avoid tourism trap, and discovering hidden gems. So like um, when you can negotiate in the street, like bargaining, right? Like and let's say, but Mexico City or on your local, also local in Costa Rica for secret spots, and stop being a tourist. You basically stop being a tourist. You become like a traveler instead of like being um, just a regular tourist because you can understand and you can speak the language. I think it's pretty cool. So anyhow, and the last one of the list, building a global connection. So language aren't just words, though. Remember that they are the bridge, right? That unite people, different countries, and so on and so forth. So each conversation in Spanish is a new friendship. It's a new opportunity to start a new, you know, experiences and new beginnings. So Spanish is a faster growing language in the United States, and 1 in 3 Americans will speak Spanish by 2015. So that's what the data shows. So endless opportunities. Number three, it says here, new friendships, dating, networking, and everywhere. So it's all about building global connections and relationships. So that's kind of super cool. I like that. So, and so are you ready to start your journey, like learning Spanish? So I'll tell you what, just to kind of summarize the whole thing is from number one all the way to five. I think to me, all those reasons are important. But the most important one is number five, in my opinion, because as much as you make relationship and connections with other people, you're gonna have opportunity to, um, get opportunities to work, learn about other, cultural awareness like music, movies, and things like that, and your brain, you're gonna have more brain power. So if you're excited about learning Spanish and want a clear, like, you know, way and how to do a step-by-step approach designed for you as an adult, you're in the right place. Okay, when I'm teaching, generally I don't focus too much. I don't put my like my grammar is really important. Don't take me wrong, but no confusing grammar charts. I don't use that kind of stuff. Just real conversations that you can actually use in real, like, you know, situations in your life when you're speaking a new language. So, um, Zero to Mastery is a program that I'm actually putting together here to using YouTube. Um, so my goal is so you can speak with confidence in weeks, right? Sometimes it take like years to learn a language, but by using my program, I guarantee you that you're going to start like speaking Spanish. When I'm saying speaking Spanish, I'm talking about like identifying different vocabulary words, using phrases that can connect with people, help you to connect with people, and also like just basic Spanish, right? Because you don't want to, let's face it, let's be real, you don't want to speak a language in 2 or 3 weeks. Okay, it's really not sustainable. Like it's not 100% truth, right? So, but my objective is like that with my program, you're gonna learn the right stuff that you need, the right, for example, right now, yesterday, I was just teaching you guys vocabulary for traveling, like focusing on different questions that you ask when you're looking for directions or phrases that you use and need to understand when someone is talking to you. So all those things you're going to learn in my channel. Because if you subscribe today, and then, go ahead and comment Zero to Mastery program, I'm gonna send you all the information you need. Just to like comment and say Zero to Mastery program in Spanish. Just write your email in the comments so I can kind of send you all the information. Okay. Don't just learn Spanish. Let's live it. Okay. Your superpower is waiting for you. So subscribe to the Spanish Master 23 and let's start this transformation so you can start enjoying the whole entire world thoughts with this superpower teach Spanish. Okay. So yeah, subscribe to the channel so I can send you the information. Write your email, and then I'm gonna show. I'm gonna send to you the information to get started. All right. So I'm gonna stop sharing here the screen really quick, so I can show you here my YouTube channel. And let's see here. Let me show you quick. So this is actually my YouTube channel here. That was the live stream that I did yesterday, just talking about different things, right, related to the Spanish language process and all that. So all you have to do is just go there and subscribe. Okay, that's me right here or there. What I'm thinking is I'm gonna probably be using, instead of using Zoom or WhatsApp, I'm gonna start using School, which is it's actually one of those like platforms that you can actually create a community, and you can post videos, and you can actually do webinars and workshop on live, and you can interact with clients and students, right? So you can kind of do one-on-one and group teaching type of thing. So if you guys have other type of like suggestions other than that, so far I think the Circle and Schools are the two platforms that you can kind of use to create a community. But since I'm starting with this, I just kind of keeping it very simple, using YouTube and other things that other platform that I think in using was, I think it's going to be even Facebook, because you can create groups in Facebook, like private groups, and you can kind of go live too as well. And Facebook is like really like, even it's free and you don't have to spend money with that. And that way we can keep it very relatively cheap. So far, what I'm thinking is just like charging, $9.99 per month, and we can meet once a week and per 45 minutes, and I can help people to, we can kind of create a curriculum tailored to your needs. Although I have like, my program is very simple and very like to the point. Like, for example, I'm going to be using this website here. Let me see. I'm going to stop sharing this so I can show you the website that I'm going to be using, so you can have an idea about what the program is about. This website is really good. This is one of the tools that I'm going to be using, but doesn't mean that I'm not gonna. So I'm gonna. Hold on a second. Something happened here. It says that I cannot share my screen. I don't know why. Hold on. Let me just go back and share my screen one more time. There you go. So hopefully you can see what's happening here. So this website here, which is a free resource too as well. It is a great resource, but it's not super useful if you don't have someone guiding you through. And that's kind of when I come and play. So I can explain things, and I can kind of guide you through and look like for ways to kind of help you to understand what's in the website. Because one thing is like just to navigate through it, but if you don't have someone to help you out, so like here, vocabulary by category, so the basic stuff. So we got clothing, entertaining, country and nationality, family, relationship, food. So according to your desires, so I can create a curriculum. Well, for example, you want to know more about music and art, or you're going to know about entertainment. I click here, and we can kind of, we got a bunch of like vocabulary words that we can learn. We can put together some sort of practice where you can do some writing skills too, like activities, and we can kind of go through some flashcards, right? And there are more activities here too as well. We can create a pop quiz where I can kind of help you with that and see how you doing, and we can take it from there. But yeah, that's the idea. That's what we'd like to do. But this is one of the websites. So I also going to be using um, quizzes, in quizzes and Quizlet too as well, to do like gamifying, like to do some games along with the teaching. So if you want to learn about entertainment, I can create a game related with that topic. So you can, as you play it, you can kind of learn the vocabulary and phrases, and we can kind of talk about it and do some reading and practice your, the pronunciation and all that. But I'm going to tailor the thing according to your need. Because if, for example, if you're planning to travel in 3 months and you say, okay, Spanish master, so this is my goal. I want to go ahead and travel on spring break. I want to be able to communicate the basic things in Spanish when I'm at the hotel, when I'm at the airport, and things like that. I can focus. I can put my, because I can design a curriculum tailor with that thing, those things that you need. For example, if I go back here, let me show you. If traveling is what you need, I can actually go ahead and go in Spanish lesson right here and look for the section that talks about traveling. All right, for example, here it says time and date in Spanish, Spanish alphabet. What is it? Okay, so hold on, bear with me. That is, I got a whole section that talks about traveling. It's in number 4, which is basic in Spanish phrases. You go there, and here we got meeting people, traveling, directions, food, all that. I can compile that and do like some sort of like lesson plans where we can tailor to your needs. So if you need to, travel destination is like Mexico, Dominican Republic, Costa Rica, Panama, and you wanted to get to know that. So this one actually can help you to listen to the pronunciation. Look at it. So bathroom, the services. So you can kind of, let's start listening and hear, like, the pronunciation and all that. But yeah, this is part of what I'm working towards. And if you want one-on-one services, like I can get you the first couple of lessons free, so you don't have to pay anything to see if you like it. Then if you like it, we can kind of create a 12-week program where we can work together and meet once a week. I can give you some things to work through the week, and we can meet once a week, right? So there you have it, my friend. So I just gonna finish this saying that just like go ahead and subscribe, and we will keep in touch. And thank you for being fans, and I see you in the next one. Remember, be nice and respectful with yourself and others. And la vida es hermosa. Okay, good. I'll see you in the next one.